Okay. I think we're good. Huh. 0% of people choose battle. But it is an option. The path less tread. Nobody rests. Nobody does a seminar. Literally every single person who gets here has to run around and see the monastery. I mean, everybody's motivation is high. I don't need to explore right now. Strategically, it's probably best I do battles because I need to make everyone stronger. And I do like to buck the trend, but I think you all know full well that I'm going to go with explore. We gotta see this place. So, we have a little bit of time to think about what we're going to do with these stat boosting items. So, let me just go over them for a moment, really quick. So we have time to think about this. First off, I mean, alright, well let's just start. Edelgard has really awful speed, and that's quite a liability. It means that she can get doubled very easily, so she seems like a prime candidate to receive speed boosts. Her strength is awesome, her defense is solid, her resistance is okay at a 20. I'm not going to be using Hubert. So the next guy to come up is Ferdinand. Now you'll see his speed is 13 points higher. His speed is awesome. His strength is actually fairly close. She's got more defense and resistance. I would actually say that Ferdinand wants for resistance and charisma. You can argue he needs a little of defense too. Let's see, not using those two. Bernadetta, our queen of destruction. Her strength is really low. Actually, her speed is kind of middling. I mean, I guess it's good. Her dex is awesome. Her charisma is awesome. Her defense and resistance could be better, but they're okay. Really, I'd say it's her strength that's her weak point. We could give her some. Although, since she uses vengeance, she doesn't really need strength. Or does she? Anyway, she needs hit points, definitely. Maybe strength. She is so useful with her Deadeye shots. Let's see. Okay, so she's looking good all around. I'm happy with her magic and her speed, and those are the stats that really matter on a mage like her. Okay. Petra, look at that speed. Petra would be amazing if she had more strength, and she could use... We got a lot of people who want resistance. We have at least 2 characters that need strength, Petra and Bernadetta. But we have limited stat points to distribute, and everyone else is going to be a wizard. So let's see, 29, let's compare. Mercedes could use a little bit of magic and a little bit of speed, but speed is one that's going to be, everyone's going to want it. I'm fairly happy with Lysynthia, maybe a little bit of magic. I mean, any mage would want more magic. Oh, this creature. Look at that, strength and speed and defense, and this is without any certifications for any classes. This is a pretty good character. Supposedly, he can cast spells. We're going to have so little space in which to investigate your spell casting, but I want to see it. Alright, moving on. That leaves our final 2 mages in the back. Ooh, Happy is, well, she's like 8 levels behind, because she's still not ready. Not at all. I don't think we're going to get to use her much. Well, we're only just starting the second half, the second act. We can get her together, but, I mean, look at her. Defense of 5 right now. That'll be fixed. Speed is just, even her everything looks bad right now. But that's just because she hasn't leveled up and gotten her affairs in order. So we can't really say how that's going to be. I think for now we'll just use the Death Knight. And we'll not worry about Happy. Petra? What now?
Professor, please do not be concerned.
Oh, you've lost your strength because you're overdoing it. Well, we need strength, and your strength score is
Yes,
low. Fix it.
No I have even.
Anyway, I'm not going to worry about Petra right now. Oh, hey, her motivation wasn't maxed. I should check everyone's motivation. Hey! You don't wear a mask anymore.
You've survived. How very fortunate. Were you dead, I wouldn't be able to fight you. But you are very much alive. Now I have a chance to kill you.
Nice to see you too. I wonder what kind of gifts you like. You offer advanced drills still. I'm just going to give you a couple of carnations. You can watch them die slowly, or whatever it is that delights you exactly. I just realized I haven't posted to Discord yet. Whoops! One moment! And I need an act here. By the way, everyone, if you want to be notified whenever I do a live stream, join my Discord! Yeah, normally I don't say stuff like that. You never hear me talking about Twitter or anything, but YouTube is less reliable these days. Hey, look, scaffolding. I do not trust it as much these days. Oh my gosh, everyone wants to chat with me, huh? No, I'm actually super curious to hear what people have to say. So.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom and Alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first, but corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side.
I mean, every single person.
With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
She's gotten better, but her English isn't perfect yet. But, every single person who sided with the Empire is essentially giving up their religion. It's kind of crazy.
For 5 years, I've fought for the Empire. I've cut down hordes of enemies. Now I have the same look in my eyes that the boar used to have in his. The look of a savage beast who loves nothing but destruction and violence.
I don't see that.
I hope you and Edelgard must not disappoint me. Mark my words. The future you're building had better be worth all this bloodshed.
Interesting. Quick question. Oh, there's a silver sword. Ah, swords. I'm not getting that. I could get that. I didn't screw around with this thing. I like the golden deer route, I poked it, but I haven't since.
I thought you might be at the monastery. That's why I made my way. I decided to follow your path because I believed in you. Then you vanished. Now that you've returned, I have my guiding light once again.
What's going on? I'm not touching anything. Stop rotating. What? I'm not touching anything. Stop that. The controls are getting finicky. It's weird. I'm just wondering if anyone's gone missing. In the other routes, there's always someone who leaves you, and you fight them, and you bring them back. Did anyone lose faith in the Empire in the last 5 years? I'm so many characters, I'm not sure. Well, no matter. I'm not touching anything, and it's rotating. Why? Stop it. Weird.
All right, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this. Leave it to me. I can take on the whole, moat. I know my limits now, Professor.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really believe you. You don't know your limits. Your limits are very, very, very low because I never trained you.
Hey, Professor.
Oh my gosh, it just keeps rotating. I'm gonna unplug the controller and plug it back in because I don't know what the hell's going on. But I don't like it.
Hey, Professor. It's been a really long time, hasn't it?
Hey, Sylvain!
The last 5 years have been full of heartbreak. Not from girls, but friends and family becoming enemies. One of the things that kept me going was the hope you'd
I'm
return.
just happy I didn't have to
And
fight
now here you
bandits
are.
this time.
A lot has changed, but you're back. And it's the first time I can remember being happy in a while.
Oh, he ran out of things to say. Alright, let me see. So I'm gonna unhook this. And it's not gonna like that. Yeah, it's all like, oh shit, what have you done? You've unplugged me! How could you do that? That's not supposed to happen. Okay. It's still doing it! Excuse me? Great. Well, it won't be an issue on the battlefield. It's only going to be an issue here while I'm exploring. So you know what? We'll be okay. I'll just cope with the fact it wants to rotate constantly.
House Gloucester will remain staunchly neutral in this war, even if we press into Alliance territory.
Really?
My father is no threat to the Empire. Lady Edelgard surely understands that. The Great Bridge of Murden, however, is
You
another
want
story.
your house to stay
I hear it
neutral?
is
I don't
held
know
by
if I
she is
can
renowned
permit
for her
that.
military prowess. We would do well not to underestimate her.
Yeah, she's pretty useful if I were playing for a different team.
Professor.
Hi, Mercedes. No, thank you. Yeah, everyone needs motivating. I thought I motivated everyone last. Oh my gosh, stop spinning. This rotating thing is madness. Okay, moving on. What's over here? A quest from Edelgard.
If you don't mind.
What?
I have a favor to ask.
Go to the Abyss and search for a list of rare books. Once you're on the list, you should consider visiting the archives in the Abyss. See, this is the kind of thing that should be part of it, but, you're not Edelgard. Oh, you're the librarian from the Abyss.
Hello. The north side of the Great Bridge of Murden is in the he's known as the Weather Vane. He's a notoriously flippant man. A man like that doesn't have the guts to give it all for the defense of that bridge.
The Weather Vane. That's a bad title to have.
I'm relieved you're here, Professor. It seems we've reached a stalemate on the war front. I admit I'm feeling apprehensive about fighting the Alliance. No. I have to shelve my personal feelings. There are bigger things at play here. I'll fight with full force. I'm counting on you to lead us to victory, Professor.
Okay, cool. Wait a minute. You're one of the ones I
I'll
need
fight
to...
with...
Okay, she's good. Excellent. Ah, hi, Mercedes.
I have good friends in both the Alliance and Fargus, so this fighting weighs heavily on me. I can't bear the thought of battling the Knights of Saros to the death. I have to keep my chin up, though, right?
It's okay. You're primarily a medic. You shouldn't have to perform any of the executions. Let's see.
I've been working here for a few years now. There are plenty of others working here. Since the acolytes and students aren't here, it's
Right. Morale meals. Oh my, look at how many people are not at 100%. Most everyone's at 50%, but I swear I topped them all off. It's a little bit infuriating, actually. I think in 5 years they lost half their motivation.
Ferdinand, I hope you'll take this opportunity to speak freely to me.
I do not require your permission to speak my mind.
That's your Empress. I guess things are a little bit lax, huh? Oh dear. Alright, anyway, we'll come back to that at the very end after we've seen what else there is. What do we have here?
Professor!
Oh, I don't care about Caspar. Pfft. Get out of here.
Hey,
Oh joy, rank B. Alright, let's see. Oh, you know what I haven't done?
Right.
Yes, gardening. Add a fruit of life to our supplies. Purple. Oh wait, no, wait, we need to poop on it. Boy, those seeds were cultivated for 5 years. Didn't get much out of them, all things considered. I could have gotten that much in a week's growing.
Professor, these days, so many old friends. It's incredible to see you again. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
Okay. Beads. You're welcome. Oh, do you think the secret shop is open?
Right. My father used to be
Yeah, we
knight
beat the
in
shit
service
out of him
the
5
royal
years
family
ago.
of Fargus. For a time, he was at the monastery, but apparently
He's
back
still
in
an enemy.
Fargus serving as a knight again. Which means, if I fight with this army, I'll eventually have to face my own father. Terribly, but I've accepted my
Man,
fate.
civil wars
Of
are
course,
rough.
if at all possible, I would prefer not to. This is the path I chose.
Man, you don't want one of those. You really don't want one of those. They are an ugly, ugly affair. Moving on.
My adoptive father sent me here so our family name would be known. He doesn't care which side wins, the Empire or
Really?
the Alliance. However, even if he tells me to come home, I intend to stay. I want to see this new world Edelgard dreams of.
So you're getting a feel for what all's going on here. Where's our star? Where is she? Holy crap, she's not in her room! Something horrible must have happened to her.
Hey,
Maybe she met an extrovert, and they slowly coaxed her into... No, that would be unthinkable. She must have found a new corner to climb into. Oh, what do you have to say?
By making an enemy of the church, disorder is running rampant among the populace. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though. The well-being of Her Majesty is steadily improving.
The well-being of the Majesty. Oh, you're the same guard?
greetings, Professor.
It's that same
Nothing to
guard.
report. What's that? Do I have brothers in the church? You really are well informed. My older twin works for the Knights of Saros, but I think he's just a grunt, not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly.
So it's his brother.
Unlike me, he's very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago.
Well, okay then. Ah, the secret shop.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, we got a cabbage. That's nice.
Really now?
Ooh, what's that? Okay, you.
There's unrest everywhere these days. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals.
And those great deals?
Hey, how about a favor?
It's not open! Oh. I thought her shop was open. She's in the place. I wanted to buy all the stat boosts.
Hello there.
Alright.
This one, yes? This one, yes?
Well, actually, we're
this
running
one,
low
yes?
on cash.
This
That's
one,
not
yes?
good.
This one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes?
Fishing
I think
float.
this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey,
Give
you
me the
have
coffee.
a good eye. You have a good eye.
Mercedes loves these little statuettes, even though we're literally trying to just stomp out her religion.
You have a good eye. You have a good. You have a good. You have a good.
think
You
that
have a
Mercedes
good.
would have
You
been
have a
willing
good
to
eye.
do this,
Come
but-
again.
Well, we'll see what her reasons are. My character usually has beyond maxed out charm in the end, so She can probably talk anyone into anything. Oh, ha, ha. How is it I always find myself playing charisma characters? Oh man, Alois, how is he going to react to all this?
Ah! At long last we meet again. I knew you were alive. I knew you could survive. And 5 years on, you arrived. We're reunited. I'm glad I kept watch for you in the downstream villages all that time. I was so devoted to finding you that I left the Knights of Seros. Now I serve no one other than you.
Wow.
I'll protect you, just as I promised Captain Gerald I would all those years ago.
Wow. That's some crazy devotion, but... Devotion and knights.
Yes. His Highness, the new king, is in the process of unifying the kingdom under his command. His powerful army has joined forces with the Knights of
You're
Seros,
talking about
who moved their
Dimitri.
seat to Fargus.
Okay. He's... Has he not gone crazy in this round?
And now they're presenting a united
He didn't
front
get
against the
captured
Imperial
and didn't
army.
watch the dude
They're our
die?
greatest enemy, absolutely.
He'll still be crazy and wanting to kill Edelgard, but maybe not super insane in this round.
I don't relish the idea, but there's no turning back now. For now, we should focus our efforts on the Alliance. The Kingdom and Church can come afterwards. Judith, who defends the Great Bridge of Myrden, is a formidable opponent. We can't afford to drop our guard.
Claude's gonna be so pissed if I kill Judith. How is Claude gonna turn out in all this?
I need a favor.
Okay. Beat the shit out of some bandits. Not a problem.
No, since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit. But the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable,
Yeah,
causing no...
war is very bad for merchants. Everyone just seems to think, oh yeah, sure, it'll be great. You'll just buy and sell more swords, but... Even weapon merchants tend not to like wars, not big ones, like small-scale conflicts in faraway places, you know. But if there's a big war, no, nobody likes it. It's bad for everyone. Alright, let's see. What do you got? Oh, it's you.
Ah, a new face.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's your
Randolph von
sister.
Burgleys.
She goes crazy and stabs Dimitri in another timeline.
I'm the guardian of this
Well, not really
place.
crazy, just vengeance-driven.
Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before. Ah, yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello. I'm Fleisch von Burgleys. It's
Join
nice
my
to meet
class.
you. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best.
You're our replacement
Count on me
Cyril.
to
Come
look
on.
after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
Kind of like what Final Fantasy Tactics did. The original Final Fantasy Tactics, we could just have people join your party as guests, and they participate in battle as extra
There
characters.
were clashes with the Kingdom Army near the Western Front. But this is the first time the Alliance Army has had an honest-to-goodness fight. I hear their leader's pretty competent. But the Alliance Army is pretty tough, too.
Alright, let's see. We got a talking to dead ahead. Ferdinand! Do we care about Ferdinand?
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him, but she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Eyre, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving
Do you
forward.
have a thing for
Single-minded,
Edelgard?
never
You had this
wavering.
rivalry thing. Wait a minute. Are you actually...
But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing. But it is. That is the reality.
Careful, Hubert might poison you. If he figures out you're a rival for her affections.
Have I exceeded Edelgard's
Oh, he plays it
abilities?
off like he has no affection for her, but I don't know about that.
I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not
Notice
even
me,
consider me at all.
senpai. Yes, I hear you, Ferd.
As the head of the noble House Ire, I must be able to achieve results, but all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever. I appreciate that, but it is not enough to persuade me. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor? Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
Are you hitting on her? I mean that as a question. Like, are you? I can't tell. Oh, that was only a support B. Okay. That wasn't an A rank one for after the time skip. See, he came across as so mature in the other lines, and that one well, we'll see. Alright, we've got another one over here. Eh. This one's not worth watching. Be the third time I've had Dorothy as A rank. What we want is Hubert and Edelgard. Those will always be the most interesting.
Hey, Professor. What have you been up to for 5 years? I got myself into perfect shape. Took all 5 years of pushing my muscles to the limit. But look. You bet I do. You gotta get training if you want to catch up.
What's that look on your face?
Not even
Surprised
slightly.
to see me? I'm a mercenary. Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights of Saros. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon, but I might change my mind if you're...
Just don't become a bandit again. That was weird. Now, let's let our star pupil have a
How long
word.
it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. No. But if you'd asked me that 5 years ago, I'd have said the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come. It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to it. Maybe the battlefields just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before. What? Independent? As in, alone? That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me. You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they?
And they tease each other.
Good. You'll absolutely... You would need to... No! That defeats the purpose. Oh, that's an...
Anyway, moving on. Good. Charged her up without having to even waste a gift. If only I had a way to overcharge them. Give them extra boost. Well, I guess we could do the steam room.
Within the territories of the Alliance, the Gloucester and House Gloucester has always supported the Empire. There's not much chance of them defying. So all that needs to be done to restore peace in the West now is to crush House Daphne.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Ire, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade
I don't think
her
you
from doing
can,
so.
Ferd. But there'll always be some kind of leadership. There may not be... She might be able to do away with noble houses, although that would be a hell of a thing, because you'd have to fight, like, all the noble houses to do that. They'll all go against her. But if she completely got rid of the nobility, there would still need to be a duke. There would still need to be rulers, administrators, always. That is an inescapable thing. Alright, let's see.
Hey!
Sing a song, sing along. I'm never sure if this is actually worth it.
Singing is not.
Like, it's stat points. But is it really worth it?
This experience.
Well, someone got aura, that's nice.
Professor, since you came back, everyone's been smiling. Just you being here makes an incredible difference. I can't express how reassuring it is to...
Hey, Manuela, what do you think about being on this side of the war?
After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operation. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Maybe.
Not even slightly conflicted. I was never sure about Manuela. She didn't strike me as particularly religious, but she always had faith as a strong point in her stats. Edelgard, you've taken up Sedeth's chamber. There's only what, you didn't take the room that used to belong to Rhea?
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdinand, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy, but because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to
Have we tried
Alliance
sending diplomats?
I have a request for you.
Let me have a word with Claude.
The Empire is strong. We cannot mess with. However, Claude, but we have only.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion, but you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you. And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities. Make sure you're ready to head out.
Alright. Well, let's see Hannah Man. Oh, Lindhart.
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps. Yes?
Just yes?
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside. I am happy to help her. It's strange, isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more. I am most curious, though. You say you were perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward. Wonderful news.
Okay, and Leonie, yeah. She'll follow anywhere.
Well, I'm so glad to... I really regretted not being able to keep the promise I made to my mentor.
To keep his child safe.
Captain Gerald told me that if anything should happen to him, I'm going to do just what he asked.
Okay. What's that? An armor clasp? Huh. Still one person wanting a chit-chat? See what we topped off. Bernadetta. Am I missing someone? Where's Cynthia? Oh, well, let's just go over here. We'll pop everyone up, and then we'll go to battle. There's no reason to use a sauna because there's really no one. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at this selection here. Alright, alright. Perhaps fish sandwiches. Boy, Happy will eat anything. Happily. She's just like, food is food. Give me. Right. There we go. Perfect.
Behold, Professor, we need only sprinkle a bit of this secret ingredient that Happy and I found.
Coco, if you go and tell everyone about it, it's not much of a secret.
Okay. Now we just glance over and make sure. Let's see. You're topped off. You're topped off. Looks like. Yep, got Mercedes. Yep, everyone's good. We're done. I don't know what to do with my remaining time units. Oh yeah, I need to go down there and do that. Sure, why not? We'll fulfill a quest real quick. Then we're gonna spend our stat points, and then we go to battle on the bridge. You know, if I had the actual Switch, I could tilt it to make that character run back and forth, but it doesn't work with a controller. Okay, first of all, Edelgard should be the one requesting lost books. I'll just find this thing lying around and move on. Now might be a good time to consider this thing. It might actually be worth considering. I can buy a few interesting items. Spear is a pretty good ranged weapon. The Blessed Lance actually heals you just for holding it, which is crazy. Oh, these are expensive, but I'll take a lance. And I'll take one axe. Oh, these are so expensive. Alright, but I think it's worth doing. If I can keep those things in good shape. Dragon claws. Well, we're not using fists. Alright. Moving on. Alright, Yuri, what's the quest you're holding? I was happy who's got the quest.
It is you, isn't it?
I kind of
Yes, and unlike everyone else, I didn't change in the last 5 years.
No doubt. A lot can happen in 5 years. A baby goes from crawling and babbling to walking and talking in that time. Anyway, you came back, and that's what matters. Staying here wasn't a mistake.
This is okay. The Burt kept it safe out of the goodness of his heart. Kidding, of course. He said the lowlifes here could be useful, because they won't mind fighting dirty, or rooting out spies, or something along those lines. I didn't pay much attention to that part. Yeah. Honestly, I'm psyched that you're back. It's all I can do to stop myself from whooping with joy. I could use your help.
Ugh. I don't want to talk to the diviner. That's a stupid thing.
I used to be a rather important person in the church, but I embezzled some money. My hometown was pillaged, you see, and the church wasn't putting in enough to rebuild.
I'm sure that's a great reason to just start embezzling. Oh, the killer axe in there.
Why, hello there.
Yeah, I didn't do this thing. I don't know.
Come back soon.
Seems like a great way to waste all of your renown. But I don't know, maybe it's useful.
Anyway.
Thanks for giving me a hand.
Thanks for some dog to tea and some free renown. Moving on. Let me see. Are we done here? Wait. Oh, wait. There are 2 people over yonder and one last quest we can complete.
Hey, pal. You've got a lot of nerve coming here after ignoring us for fun. Ha! Gotcha! All this time and you still can't take a joke, can you? Good job surviving and clawing your way back to us. This day couldn't get better if it tried. Say, now that you're back, we should celebrate with some liquid gold. We're not your students anymore, so it should be fine. Oh, I like this idea. We'll make it a wild party. Even the Emperor won't be able to turn it down.
How about you?
If you haven't heard, we'll soon be launching Her Majesty has searched relentlessly for you. Now that you're found, her moment has come. Yes. Before then, I had never known her to show such desperate resolve. The stalemate we've been locked in shall give way very abruptly. We have your reappearance
It's like they understand that I can control time and grant them victories, but they don't actually understand why.
Thank you.
Huh. Edelgard and Yuritsa are the top sauna enthusiasts? So it must be specific to this route.
Thank you.
But there'd be no reason to use the sauna at all.
I have gratitude.
Since you can't actually do training this month.
Much appreciated.
Hubert as well. People just curious about them, I think. I mean, if he put on the full Death Knight armor in the oh, something was in my way and I couldn't see it. It was invisible. If he put on the full Death Knight armor while in the sauna, I would totally do it just to see it.
Huh? My savior, thank you.
1 min thrill isn't much, but... Alright, I need to burn a bunch of time units. Guess I'll just run up to people and say, teach me things. Not because I need to know things, but because I don't have anything else to do with time units this month.
I'll tell
you. Perhaps.
Archery, I guess. It'll help when I'm teaching people, maybe, I guess. I don't know. There's no real place with just a shit ton of people all gathered together. It would be nice if there was. Okay, we'll burn 3 off real fast here.
I got myself.
Definitely. I never. I might.
Oh my gosh, gosh, I have 3 more. I don't know what to do with them.
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I went out. I can do this. No more Bernie Bear. Oh, yeah. People call me Bernie Bear since I hole up in my den all the time. Not anymore, though.
There are way worse nicknames you could end up with. I guess Edelgard and Hubert for the finishing training. Probably axes and magic. I know. I just can't throw time units away, you know? It's like they're so precious for so much of the game. It's like it just feels wrong not to use them, even if you really don't need them.
We can't as for the however clawed up but we have only.
Alright. Yes. We are done. But I don't care how Balthus is doing.
Stubborn little... That's it!
He's just beating the shit out of some random people. What do I care? Alright, it's time. Happy, you're still not ready. But you haven't had any training time, so it's not a surprise. You've got master classes unlocked, but you would gain nothing from a Gremory level. So no reason to worry about that. Is there even anything to gain? I don't think so. I suppose you could use some of the skills. Once again, I could make you a Gremory. Gremory's a great class. But... Oh, 1 point of luck? I suppose that's worth doing. River Lord. I think technically you want to be... I wanted to make you a Falcon Knight in the end. Swords. I need to get Petra some sword skill. Still, this'll work. How about you? Nope. Man, I wish I could get Dark Flyer that has the stats of a Gremory. Alright. I'll buy all 5. Okay. So that was Petra. We'll start rolling on the Falcon Knight next time, I guess. This is a guarantee, and I can just go into battle like it. It would help her with her strength deficiency. But she's a lance user. She wants lance fare. It's really the only difference between the two worth talking about. You want the lance fare. It'll help immensely with the weakness of your punches. Yeah, you should. It was expensive. Alright, let's see. And the other person, you would get 1 luck for this. Alright, well, passing a test makes you lucky. What have you missed? I went exploring and talked to everyone. Now we're going to spend all the stat points and go to battle. But mostly I just got a feel for everything going on. Yeah, there's no reason to do any of these others. Man, Petra, you really need that, though. Alright. So time to make a decision about the stat points. Well, I guess I'm gonna begin with her. Yeah, she totally doesn't want to be a rival. Lord, God, she just doesn't have the sword skill. Ick. We'll fix that. Alright, you needed strength. I'm gonna let you have... Whoops. It was between you and Bernadetta. I'm gonna let you have most of the strength. I'm gonna let you have both of the energy drops. Alright? Now your resistance is another big problem. We have several people who don't have good resistance. So we're gonna go ahead. Considering how insanely hard that last mission was, yeah, we need everything we can get. Defense, resistance. Actually, it wouldn't be bad to give her some defense. Who do we want to give the speed boost to? I don't know. There's a lot of people who want resistance. Anyway, we need every last stat point distributed somewhere. Alright, a resistance of 20 is going to be the bare minimum. That's going to be a thing now. Alright, you're up to 29 strength. Let's look through everyone's resistances. Using those two. Bernadetta, your resistance is below what it should be. By Cynthia, your resistance is below what it should be. What the hell? That shouldn't have happened. Okay. Iritza, I'm not going to focus on. Maybe I should. No, we want... Your resistance is low! You? How does that happen? Alright, so we've got... And Ferdinand is a 16. Oh my gosh. Alright. 20 might have been a high bar for resistance. Let's see what we can do. Ugh. Alright, well at least that's an 18, and you'll have the lowest resistance of the team with, less. Alright, I said I'd give you what was left over of strength. It's not much. We've got, Sacred Snowmelt Drop. That's actually pretty good. And then, what was it? And this. So, anyway. Alright, there you go. You're still the low... Well, yeah, your strength's still low. Your resistance is low. You'll still be the best person on the field. Alright, defense. Okay, let's see. 22 seems to be the bar. Dorothea shouldn't ever be attacked. I can ignore the spellcasters. Alright. You know what? This is actually pretty good. We'll start with Ferdinand here. We'll just kind of distribute defense points across the board, eh? Speed, though. Speed is going to be a bit of an issue. Maybe I should just plan to make Ferdinand a tank? I don't really have a tank right now. Maybe I should just pour out what I can get on him. Because there's not a lot of defense points to spend. Oops. Now, it's very important that your charm is raised as well. Because that's your resistance to gambits if you are going to be a tank. I think Bernadetta has the best gambit when I'm using them offensively. She's got that insanely good one. So we'll give her a little bit of charm. Now, I want Bernadetta pushed into a crit build. I've been talking about this for a while, but that vengeance is so insane. I want to see it crit. I believe crits are determined by luck. So, I'm going to give her the luck boosts. I've only got 2 of these. And then I've got a few beans. If I can find any more luck, that would be nice. We'll give her that hit point. Alright, that leaves us with... Ooh. Sure, you can have the pearls. Chow down. Okay, that leaves us with Dex, Speed, Mobility. Now, Dex, I think that's the accuracy stat. Oh, wait, no, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's also crits. Oh, shit, I thought luck was crits. No, luck reduces enemy crits. Ah, that's right. Okay. Have you yes, I gave Bernadetta every hit point increase I could. Dex is accuracy. We have a serious problem with Edelgard's accuracy still. And some of my spellcasters could use accuracy as well. I'm going to give a little bit of it to Constance. Constance is pretty awesome when she hits. But when she misses, it's agony. I'm gonna give her 2 secret books. I really want her to hit. Dorothea could really use a little bit as well. How about Lysynthia? No, Lysynthia will not miss. Lysynthia stats are pretty solid. I'm going to give it to Bernadetta. These are only +1s, but there are 5 of them, so there's actually slightly better than the 2 books. So, I really want to push this crit idea, and the idea of missing with vengeance, ugh. That would mean her death every time. Alright, speed and this. Well, she does not need speed. I mean, avoidance is nice, but no, she doesn't need speed. Edelgard's speed is pretty bad. Do you think if I gave Edelgard everything, she'd stop being doubled by enemies? Actually, our speed is pretty good most of the time. Pretty good most of the time. I think Edelgard's are one really bad speed character. I'm gonna try Edelgard here. I'm gonna give her 4, 7. That's no small thing. 7 speed. She still might be doubled. I don't know. I'm actually going to class change her back into, I don't know why the heck you want to be a whatever that is. Then again, I don't know what ability this class teaches. Does anybody know what the heck you get from mastering this class is? Oh well. There we go. Oh my gosh, the speed difference is insane. Okay, well maybe I shouldn't have given her... You know what, maybe she'll double enemies now. Maybe she'll be the one doing the doubling. She's got Darting Blow after all. Maybe that was well done. Alright, and the last question. Perhaps the most important stat boost in the game is movement speed. I have many options. I could just give it to somebody that swoops in and hits like a tank so they can strike from further away. I could give it to Constance and she could use Rescue to pull people forward faster. I could give it to the Death Knight. I think I'm gonna give it to her. Honestly, I think if I can get her the crits, she needs to master this class. That's 3 points. She needs to master this class, and then I need to get her into Pegasus Knight. Falcon Knight, whatever it's called. But I need her to pick up that crit boost from Rivern Lord. If I can get her the plus 50 crit when she's at less than 25% health, for her, I think every attack pretty well will always be a crit. I think I could do it. I think I could do it. Alright, let me see. So I put something aside. What did I put aside? What are you missing? I think you're missing one of your bows. You know what? That's fine. I don't think you need a training bow anymore, although they're nice. A silver lance might make sense. Ooh, brave lance. Does that make sense on the vengeance character, though? It really doesn't. No. Okay, let's see. Picked up something nice for you, Ferdinand. That should improve you a bit. You've been carrying around this hunk of silver. Do I want to give him something different? No, actually, I think he's going to be my tank. I think we really are going for that. Wait a minute. I know what the mistake is here. Put this back on. She needs more inventory slots. That's what I need. NGU Idol is in 11 hours, I think. I think that's what it is. Is that right? I think so. I think it's 11 hours from now. I've got all this crap open right now, covering up my whole screen. Anyway. Let's see, where was I? Okay, you have a brave lance. You generally carry a bow as a secondary weapon. but the short spear pretty much fills that role. You need a little more lance skill and sword skill. That's okay. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do that. Alright, I think we're done here for the moment. How hard can this mission be? The last mission, we had to fight Cyril, we had to fight Sedith, Flan, Catherine, frickin' Rhea herself. That was a nightmare mission, and that knight who just wouldn't die. And literally, we've had no training time, nothing since then. The only thing I've done is spend those stat boosts.
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus,
I guess we see how big a deal those
has
make.
declared fealty to the Church of Seros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war.
He has both his eyes! No way!
As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrddin to establish a bridgehead.
We're supposed to hold the bridge. What have you been doing with these 5 years? Because I sided with you and you had an amazing first battle, you then spent the rest of the war being worse?
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin. But first, allow me a
Well, we
moment
should at
of
least be
your time.
attacking from the other side this time.
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel. Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church, and the enemy of our enemy is...
The enemy of my enemy is
I
my
think you
enemy's
sufficiently
enemy.
understand
No more, no less. Never make the mistake of assuming otherwise.
Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to
And why
make.
did she decide to destroy the church instead of fight those people?
I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward.
I just want to know.
I implore
I have
you
a
to
few
fight as
burning
best you
questions
can
I
for
wish to
Edelgard.
know.
From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
Why, thank you, you so
Everyone
much.
likes Dorothea and Lysynthia, and I can't argue. They're great. Bernadetta's in 4th place. She's a top player, too. Petra, though.
Gratitude.
Felix I kind of get. Mercedes, oh yeah, best healer in the game. Petra and Ingrid feel like odd choices to me. And Lindhart,
I think.
he's okay. Maybe he's only on the list because there are 2 routes involving the Black Eagles, and he's a default. And he's usable. He's got warp. He's a healer. He's not bad. I wouldn't put him in my top 10. Alright. Everybody's good to go. Uh-oh. Oh, whatever thing you got doesn't fly. Alright, let's see. No, I don't think you want magic. 7 attack. That sounds about your speed. Them. Yuritsa. Oh my gosh, you're the one who has freedom to choose anything. The Dicers Corp. Brawny Gamblers. Mockingbird Thieves. Absorption. Interesting. What I'd really like is to give him the dancing group, but I think that's an A rank. So, that one's not going to be an option. I suppose I could take the Supreme Armored Corps. No, let's take the Astral Knights. There you go. That's a good gambit, a nice avoid bonus, physical attack. I'm curious. I don't know how I can resist playing him. He's the Dark Knight. Kinda gotta, you know. But I should really steal a spear and give it to someone else. Alright, let's see. Where's Happy? There she is. She really needs those class changes. I don't like that I'm still running Hubert. Gotten rid of him because he can never be a flying spellcaster, so he's useless to me. Maybe I'll just run the Dark Knight all game from here out. I don't know. Yep, we're on the other side. There's that chest. This is that place that you have to take to stop reinforcements, but it's way further out this time. Oh, she's got a Hexlock shield. That's pretty good. Seal defense. Oh, how do you have avoid plus 10 as a... Okay, this is a serious issue, the way it's randomly turning like this. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I'm particularly keeping an eye out for groups that have gambits. I don't think I'm guarding it. Okay.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Murden, a key strategic location of the
But the Grandor
Leicester
Field's
Alliance.
on the other side. Don't we have to have our Grandor Field battle?
Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger,
Are they gonna teleport people in?
I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Don't kill her or we'll never make peace with Claude.
Understood.
What's the condition? Defeat the enemy commander. It's like literally just, oh, go beat her. Well, I don't like those archers in the back. They have a good number of archers here, but not too many. Okay, you're still working on your class
I do
levels.
this for all of us. Sunshine.
Up. Come on, get the star of the show. Not bad. All right, she's powered up. Alright, let's see. How am I going to do the rest of this? Oh, that guy can reach. So can that guy. Those two. I see 5 opponents I must crush. Or I could just pull Bernadette back. You know what? I actually think that's a fine plan.
Let's make this quick.
She's ready to do her thing. A 30% chance. Oh, maybe I should have done more with her. Zort! If I could get happy, all good to go, and I could finish up Bernadetta, I think my party would be complete.
I will prevail.
They're the last two that are still being really worked on.
For the Empire.
I think somebody's missing some magic too right now.
More fighting. What's my strategy?
Okay, it does get him. Got it. Perfect. Okay.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Starting with you. 77%, that's the best you can do?
What
well, you're just a filler anyway. Okay, next. Stop spinning. What the hell is wrong with this controller? Looks like a regular old. Looks like I can take this guy down with a short axe. Yeah, that added speed, letting us double enemies. Good.
For the fate of Foden.
And I can even pull back. Nice. Stop it. Stop it, game. I need to rotate this way. Stop. This is gonna drive me mad. Stop. Alright, there we go. Alright. see. Got it. Can I? Ooh, yeah. Oh, 79%. Twice? It might work. Oh, okay, there we go. Perfect.
Witness frigid pride.
Crit chance. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That leaves a single thing that can hit us. No. Thoron from here. That thing that gives me that... Yep, everything with crits is spinny. That ability that gives me +5 to everyone's movement may be the best gambit in the game. I know that might sound ridiculous, but when you combine it with Kanto, it lets me get in and out so that it makes us, like, look at this. None of them can attack us. None of them can make an attack. And we've already wiped out a whole bunch of their stuff. Now, you have a chest key. I worry about reinforcements. I really need you and your sister to talk. I'm so curious to see your supports.
Ready for anything.
I think Ferdinand is gonna be in between so he can strike either north or south as necessary. Oh, somebody's gonna get +4 luck. Why don't you put your helmet on? You look so terrifying with it. Why would you ever take it off? Oh, he has thunder. Got a decent crit chance. But why not just, but it doesn't do much. This guy needs some work. It's fine. Oh wow, yeah, 0 damage. Never mind, I was gonna back up and make a ranged attack, but he does 0 damage back! Yep, Ferdinand is being made into a flying Great Knight. Effectively. That's gonna be his role. I really like Great Knights. But, I mean, he comes with this really awesome Seal Speed ability that just kind of... I don't know, I like Seal Speed. It's a big deal. I'm not a big fan of the Seal Strength so much, or, you know, some of the others, but Seal Speed? So... Alright, so... Excuse me, please, Ferdinand to be out front. Alright. You know, my last game, Violet, was an unstoppable force. This game, she's just kind of... okay. I mean... she's my inventory. And she has an amazingly handy gambit.
I'm gonna haunt you if I die.
Okay, before we decide that... this thing. Ooh, even with the Brave Lance, you can't do it. So... chuck a spear. Ah! There you go, doubling. Make use of that speed I gave you. hit something you can actually hit. You can't be near an enemy when you end, and you don't have Kanto. Is that the best I can get? A coin flip?
Sword coming.
I hate these brawlers. Difficulty just got so ridiculously high. I can't double him, and I can't reliably hit him, and even if I could hit him, I can't kill him. This is terrible. This is the worst. 7% crit, flip a coin, whether or not I hit. This guy's dodging everything. Every freaking thing. I gotta get Bernadette on a flight again. If she doesn't have a mount for Kanto, like, you can't really use somebody who has no hit points unless they have the mobility to get in and out. Not when the enemies are densely packed like this. Oh shit! Oh, that hit hard. I want Hubert out of my party. I just don't have anyone to put in his place right now. But I've wanted him gone for a long time.
You if I die.
Yes, yes.
Like this.
It's interesting that she learned Soul Blade. So she has a choice, really, of... What the hell is with these enemies? Good grief. I knew after the last mission, stuff had spiked massively. I think choosing the Empire is the hard route. Holy shit, they made this hard. Alright. What the hell to do? I really don't know what the hell to do on this side of the field. I can't hit this guy. He dodges everything and he one-shots my side. Stop that, game. Why? The controller has always worked perfectly. And now it's just misbehaving. It's just behaving weirdly. It's very distracting and obnoxious. There's
More
a way
fighting.
to do this.
It's win or die.
Gosh, I thought that I could stay out of distance from that asshole. I would ping them and force them to move, but no, I'm still within range somehow. Edelgard should be able to take a hit. Stop that. Seriously, the hell is wrong with this? This is really obnoxious. The Switch, the actual Switch remote things don't work right either. But one of the buttons broke. And now this controller breaks, and I don't know why. I've never had controllers break like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to disconnect this controller and switch. Okay. There, it's gone. Wake up. As long as I don't need this button, I should be fine. I have a thing here. Urgh. Where is it? There it is. Ah, with this thing. Urgh. Normally, everything Nintendo makes is so indestructible. I don't know what's going on with the Switch here.
Sunshine.
Bolting. He's gonna dodge.
I'm gonna haunt you if I die.
Deadeye. 26%. Punch down on the joystick, that might fix it. I'll experiment later. I'll look up online, see what people say.
For the Empire.
Edelgard, you can take a hit, right? We'll switch you to a training axe.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Okay. You've got multiple supports.
I will prevail.
Oh yeah. Screw it. I've got impregnable walls. I'm gonna just start using those every turn. Another insanely useful gambit.
This is the end.
Okay. You're still trying to punch a freaking reverend. Alright. Ha ha. This guy charges in. Knocked out of him with a wooden axe. Okay. The archers are moving forward. Looks like I'm not supposed to advance. But the accuracy. Better to do 62 damage to him.
Bernie's unstoppable.
2 more XP and she can
What's
finish
my
her
strategy?
class. And I'll just continue poking everyone
Another
with his
victory.
garbage bow.
Let's make this quick.
I do not tolerate
Get to
obstacles.
level 30 so I can put you in a master class. Just in case we start warding people. Use a meteor and bolting to pull more enemies. But I think fighting around this thing is the best.
At your service. Be at peace.
Ready for anything. I will see this war through.
Understood.
Go.
Pathetic.
Not bad. Yes, thank you. Oh, they've given me a gift. Okay. Thank you so much for cooperating. This is huge. Thank you.
I've got it. Will this ever end?
Isn't it awesome? Oh, thank you so much for being cooperative for a change. Let's see. This little punchy boy in the back is a problem. As much as I want to use bolting, I'm afraid we're gonna have to use another pole. Great job. You really screwed him over. But how about you get back here? Yes. Bubbles!
Hardly worth the effort.
Yes! The good old dark spikes.
You lost that one.
That's so often the right spell for just about everything. I'm so glad they bunched together so my archers could destroy them like that. I still have one dose of stride on my main character. have to deal with one of the fist
This
guys.
could turn the tides.
That's a problem. Unless... think you could do a little something about this guy. Yeah, that's perfect.
Exploit their weak spots.
Perfection. Nothing can retaliate. You know, just some good old-fashioned fire. What's... Oh, that's just water, right? Yes. I didn't give him a vulnerable to drink from. Huh. That guy's got a brave bow. Scary. Alright. And I gotta have what's in the chest. It could be another stat boost. I'll have to take it. I'll need every bit I can get.
No time for pity.
No time for pity. As if you ever had any pity in your heart, Ferdinand. More fire! You think you're gonna catch her? It'll never happen. She's just gonna keep pelting you with fire every turn. Alright, stay out of range of that freaking bow. That brave bow will mess you up.
No time to slow down. Be careful.
Uh-oh. Perfection. 1 hit point is exactly where we want to be. Oh. You deliberately dodged. Bernadetta, are you a team player or aren't you?
I don't regret this power.
You could potentially run healing magic. I think I'm gonna bait them forward next turn. Yeah. I think that's the correct move. Bait them forward. I hate that they're gonna use up some of that wonderful bow, but it's not like it's the only brave bow in the universe. Hello. Holy shit. Ah, it's him! He sided with the other side!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Judith. We're the reinforcements.
Why do I have to put up with orders from that false
It's like
leader?
you're the reverse of Italy. You're always on the wrong side of the war. Always.
Enemy reinforcements.
Poor Acheron.
We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Alright. I have no particular reason to fight these. Oh, he's a poison user. A lot of people use poison in this war. I still think baiting them is the correct move, but perhaps I'll do it in a more aggressive manner than I had been planning. Yeah, I guess he's the best pick. Even the Gambit only does one. It'd still probably freeze them in place. What'd I tell you? She's just gonna keep flinging fire at you. You'll never catch her.
This is for everyone's good.
Alright. We can move freely in this space because we have taken it. Everyone so that I can use my Gambit. Next turn to push everyone forward. We have a chest to take. And we have to beat her, and we have to take his bow. At some point? No. 16 more, and she'll master that class. Oh, did they take it? Are you an archer, Mr. Reverend Dude? Man, that ability is ridiculous. Okay, somebody needs to take this. That's going to be in 2 turns. So we have to be ready to bring down Judith. Might need to deal with one guy. This is the tricky turn. First of all, she can go here. And I believe she can reach the chest from there next turn. Not this guy. A simple gambit would stop him, but somebody with Kanto and at least 2 steps left. Get back to that. Who wants to hold her place? Shut down now.
Like we planned.
Okay. Now they can't do anything. You already used your medium. You're offering support now. Oh, you have a chest, do you? Well, that's not going to help any. You are not mounted.
A waste of time.
You're not...
Even with stride, you're too slow. Alright, Ferdinand, you have to take the archer. You should be able to take all of that crap out.
I had to protect my friends.
Yes. Like me. Have it anymore. That's fine. I just want to guarantee that you get that chest. Poor Judith is so screwed right now. It'll be a tough one, though. Reinforcements will be right behind. This battle ends the moment you fall. That's the reason I put Ferdinand there. Doesn't matter if you punch him 4 times, 8 times. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, there, the archers have to claim that. Good work. I don't think Acheron counts as the enemy commander. I think it's just her. Maybe he does,
though. I do this for all of us.
Well, let's do the obvious move. Pull out a chest key. Pop open the box. Oh! Zoltan's bow. Very good. I just wanted to gain 4 or 8 more points. In the meantime, hard to dodge this stuff, but you manage it. No words. No talk.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude.
It's a nice big Edelgard on that sword. Your hand was very well protected. Shame about your head. Probably should have worn a hat.
For now.
Alliance soldiers! Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Your banner has fallen, therefore you lose. So is Acheron gonna switch sides to us now?
Thank you so much.
He should. Alright, can I finally have a month where I can train everyone? Because we need it. We need a lot of training.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue. But do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
So strong, though.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's
But at
choice
least I have a
phrases.
tank
Well
I
done,
can
Professor.
use. Mostly, I think it's just going to be abusing that wall ability and the stride gambit with Kanto.
I believe it was, if only the professor were
I think
here,
that's going to
we
be
could
most
forge
of our
ahead and change
strategy for
tides
the
of this war.
immediate future.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its
What?
way.
Have you confused winged horses with unicorns, Edelgard?
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting.
I mean, I don't disagree.
The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the professor's power.
What? I didn't do anything.
I hate fighting. But everyone is working so hard. Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
All right.
Part
The
2.
Master Tactician.
Crimson Flower. Guardian
Okay.
Moon. The Master
Is
Tactician.
that referring to Claude or me? Might be referring to Claude doing something terrible to us.
Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Murden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
Okay. To Deirdre! Alright, the controller has this controller because it's got the switch things in it can actually do this, whereas the other controller could not. Ah, I hope I can fix this controller. It's cool. It's a Breath of the Wild controller. I paid good money for it. What? Happy? Do I care what she thinks?
Oh, hey.
Slacker, unless you're willing to actually get your act
I
together.
heard that you've been telling people not to worry so much about my condition.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Oh, hey, look, it's my birthday again. I'll get 2 of them because I picked January.
Professor, What is your opinion of
Okay, yeah,
Claude?
the master tactician
I can't
is
help but
Claude.
wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
All three things are true, I think. Though not king exactly is the way he doesn't make himself a king exactly, but...
Interesting. I've never thought of him like that. However, I know you have a keen eye for potential. After all, as leader of the Leicester Alliance, he has managed to protect his entire territory all this time. Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it.
Yeah. I don't
Claude
see
has
why
been
they don't
acting as an
all oppose the
intermediary between
Empire,
the
because
two,
you want to abolish
essentially
nobility
keeping the Alliance
and their
passive.
nobility. But, whatever.
As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that.
We
as
did
well.
this battle from the other side in Blue Lions, where we rescued the city of Deirdre.
Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Murden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot.
Seems
fail
to me
take
like we should be able to threaten it, and since some of the Alliance is already on our side, I don't know, I can't help but feel like it would be better to take it without fighting and have more forces, but...
Confidence is one thing, Professor. But see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Yeah, we really just have to convince him to join our side. But no, that's not going to be how it goes, is it? Let's see, so I've got 3 trainings this month, and we have paralogs. Let's see if we can squeeze a point of charm in as well. What would you like to drink? I don't know. Southern fruit blend? No, wait, you're from a...
Thank you.
Yeah, you're from a northern area. You're from Fargus. You don't want to drink southern tea. Ah, my mistake. No, I have no idea how to figure out what kind of tea anyone would like. I just get lucky sometimes and try to remember. I probably forget more of the ones that I guess right than I remember.
Yes.
Really? Not capable comrades?
Yes.
When did you start sword training? I was 5 when I began.
I don't know.
Thank you for the...
No charm. I feel gypped whenever I don't get a charm point. Alright. here we are. Any new certification options? Yes! We could gain 3 stat points. Well, I mean, a point of defense, speed, strength, and a hit point is always nice, I guess? I guess it's a +10 to dodge is the big deal about this upgrade. That may be the only class in the game that flies without that dodge bonus. Oh, and a movement point. Oh, well, shit, yeah, that's worth it. 10 dodge and a movement point. There you go. Alright. Ferdinand. Oh, you're not so sure. Your flying skill isn't quite there. But it's close enough. Get it!
Life.
Alright. Axe. We'll get you, Bernadetta. We'll get you. Petra. Come on. This is my last master. Oh my gosh, you ate 2 of them without succeeding. It's okay. This month we'll get in training. We'll get her. We'll get her airborne or Falcon Knighted. Well, unfortunately, that's it for Master Seals. Guess we'll have to get some. Okay, what are the? Oh, is that it? Well, I mean, I guess I still have dealing with deserters, so tomorrow I will get us up to here. I'll buy some more Master Seals from this. Oh no, the secret shop isn't open, is it? Yes, no. Shit, I cannot get another Master Seal. Well, that's sad. Anyway, we'll do a paralogue, and then we'll do Conquering Daredo. Why is the secret shop not open yet? What's this? What are with all these quests? Supply run, okay. Fishing for the big one. Ick. Pirates of the North. A piece of history. Okay, a floral tribute. Fighting alongside death. Secret orders from the Emperor. Oh boy. Well, secret orders from the Emperor. Guess we better check that out. Hey, look, Flash. I actually want to chat with her a bit more. Let's see. Well, that's just Hubert. Vladislava's there. Okay, where is she? Where is she? Where is Edelgard? There she is. She doesn't have a quest over her. What do you mean secret orders from the Emperor? If they're not gonna come from the Emperor.
Professor, I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins. Don't you? I wish it dearly. But few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable, but if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm guessing it's the Death Knight who's talking over here.
What is it? have no words for you. I have blades, and if you wish to cross them, I'll be more than happy to. I was told not to, however, so I will hold off until the war ends.
Are you a Death Knight?
I have a favor to ask.
Go into battle, subdue the enemy. Just the two of us. That is kind of interesting. A battle with only 2 people. Well, well. Interesting. We'll do that tomorrow as well. Interesting. A battle with only 2 characters. Well, he could... If I do it at the end of the month, maybe if I could teach him a healing spell. I suppose I could dismount and use magic on my main character as well. I'd feel way more comfortable if we had access to... both of us had healing. That would make it much better. Yeah, date with a Death Knight. Isn't that interesting? We gotta do that. Bernadetta has supports with him. That's so interesting, but I really need to boost him. I got him 2 hearts with Mercedes. I gotta get more. I gotta get him, Mercedes, and Bernadetta. We could marry him in the end. Maybe, or maybe it's that we duel each other to the death in the end. Hard to say. Anyway. I mean, I want everyone to be flying, but it makes... He's actually got supports with 4 characters. All 4 characters he's got supports with the 4 characters I'm actually using, so... Alright. I need Yuritsa. I need Yuritsa and Mercedes on the same dish, please. Where's Mercedes? Doggone, what are you doing down there? I want to get the 2... Difficult. I have too limited a selection of food. I don't know. Anyway, if I see any, I'll try to get the supports between them. If I see any really good supports, I'll be sure to share it with y'all tomorrow.
A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? If you're hungry,
anyway,
you're never
until
going to be
next
at full
time
strength.
and every
Keep your
time.
belly full and stay strong.
This is Hadric signing off. Bye.